One of the things that was strange for us watching this leg, you guys got off to such a fast start. You jumped ahead, you kind of get a weather system ahead, a big lead, and then bump.
Yes, but imagine for us. If it was painful for you, it was even more painful for us. It's always hard, but we kept the smile, we kept pushing, because in that kind of condition, if you lose the head, you lose also the chance to win. And I think we've been able to stay ahead for a very long time. We've lost the victory the last night. It's part of the game.
I mean, it's been really hard just trying to get the boat through the conditions in the last 36 hours and all the South Atlantic has thrown at us. So, I mean, it's definitely not been easy for everyone. We've all had to hold the other one up a little bit at some stage, but we're happy to be here and happy to have the boat in pretty good shape.
How are you feeling on 35 days of racing to get here?
Yeah, feeling happy to be here. It's not been all easy, and actually the hardest bit has been the South Atlantic, which is ironic when you've done the whole Southern Ocean. But yeah, it's been an intense leg, and we're happy to be here and to be on dry land.
How's it feel to be here?
Amazing to be here. It feels like it's been an ultra marathon of a leg to get here, and not helped by the fact that we had a lot of issues in the last 24 hours. It felt like our good luck of the leg, seeing so many of the other boats have issues early on and throughout, and we were relatively in good shape, and then all of a sudden our luck ran out in the last 24 hours. A lot of issues, very fatigued crew, and it's really paid a toll, but to be here is amazing. This was definitely a very benign Southern Ocean. I think for the first timers going down there, they would be like, well, what was all the fuss about? It was relatively flat water. We had sort of a lot of sunshine, which is very unusual to be that far south. And we only really saw true Southern Ocean conditions, big waves, grey skies, big breeze, really in that sort of 2-3 day period up to Cape Horn. So yeah, very lucky, because I think a 35-day leg in those conditions, like throughout, would have been a lot more brutal.
I mean, the biggest thing in the Southern Ocean is how remote you are, and you know that help is not nearby, so you think about it differently. The wind is heavier, so when you get hit by a gust, it's not like a gust where we come from. It's got a bit more oomph to it, and for sure, just the fact that you're remote, you know that if something goes wrong, you're not going to be in a helicopter in 4 hours' time and on your way to dry land. So you think about things a bit differently, and you respect a bit more the environment around you.
For me, it is a very nice experience. I will remember it for a long time, for all my life, I think, and I have many memories, pictures in my head of what we have seen, what we will live on board. And
To be honest, I think it's not more comfortable than the Volvo 65, but being under the coach roof, it's a bit warmer, it's a bit less wet, but definitely the boats are very stiff, the boats are jumping all the time, so the life on board is very difficult. But again, life on board is difficult, but it's easier on the deck, you have to choose.
Yeah, I mean, despite it's not as physical in terms of you're not grinding winches as much as a 65 or physically driving, just the fact that you have to hang on for dear life most of the time, and it makes just moving around the boat and doing anything really hard. Sleeping is really hard, so I think that pays its toll. And I wouldn't say that I'm any less physically exhausted. Yeah.
9 out of 10 points on this leg. You guys must be pleased.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely the leg with the highest risk of the whole race, and most points as well. Most points with a double point in Transat race. So to come out with 9 out of 10, and we've dropped 1 point of the first 3 legs. It's a good place to be in with almost half the race behind us.
I think the goal was always to get here in one piece, regardless of the result, almost. So to be here in second place and to have won at that first scoring gate at the halfway point, I mean, we can't ask for a better result. And the fact that the boat is in one piece, the crew's in one piece, I mean, we are very happy.